We're back. It is still Tuesday evening. You are still locked into CKUT 90.3 FM. You're listening to Soul Perspectives. My name is Kim Dominique Ferguson. I am here with Wakenya Kabuì Clewis, and we're talking about her and her life and her experiences. Wakenya, you are, for me, big on social media.
Thank you.
So please tell us a bit about, well, first of all, as we're talking about social media, your social media handle is?
At Kenyan_hippie.
Right. Kenyan_hippie.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about how you came up with this name. Because for me, my perception of hippie is usually prototypical white man and woman. Right? And you have, I'm going to dare to say it, appropriated the word hippie.
Right.
For your own purposes. So tell us a little bit about that and why you decided to do that.
And I appreciate that question because I love when people go like, but why? I'm like, you know what? Let me think about it too. That is a question I have gotten from other people, so I will go ahead and say this. That is something that's normal for people to wonder because, again, hippie, people think of the 60s. Everyone used to be like high on mushrooms or something, sitting on a field, swaying side to side, and, good for them. They're in a happy mood,
Right.
But for me, an urban hippie, I'm actually going to read the definition because there's a few things I don't remember all of them, which encompass me as a person. A free spirit in a modern world, finds energy in nature, respecter of the earth, free and independent thinker, a nutrient seeker, which I am, cherishes health like a fine gem,
okay,
diverges from mediocrity, and seeks balance in all aspects of life. And that literally defines me. I've always lived as a hippie. I just didn't know there was actually a term for it.
Right.
So I did some more research. I was like, plus I'm always hugging trees. That is a stereotype that I'm going to keep. Nature, for me, nature is such a beautiful thing. It refreshes me. When we went into lockdown, literally my only outlet, because I'm a social butterfly. I'm the girl who's going to work from home all week, and then at the end of the week, I'm going to go out and dance and socialize and just re-energize myself.
Mm-hmm.
But because that was removed from my schedule and my routine, everyone's routine, I had to find other ways. So I'd go to the park with my son, just lay in the grass, just for an hour, and just lay there and become one with the grass, because that was helping my mental state.
Right.
Not slip away. And I realized, yes, I am a hippie. And also the way I dress. You'll see, I'm very floral centered. I've always loved flowers. The longest time, I have flower tattoos. I'm always wearing these headbands, which again, a question I've gotten, they're like, what do those headbands mean? Anything? I'm like, they just mean I'm a hippie.
Right.
Plus they're beautiful, so hello. Kenyan hippie, just because I'm Kenyan. Right? Again, the appropriation comes in when you don't understand the term you're using, whatever you're absorbing.
Right.
And seeing as I understand what a hippie is,
okay,
and I'm encompassing the lifestyle, it's not appropriation.
Okay, you checked me. Good.
So I just did there.
I don't mind. I like when people check me when I do things incorrectly or say things incorrectly.
Me too. Yeah. I'm very happy to.
Yeah. So tell us a bit more, because you have a PR background. So that kind of makes you an ideal person for social media.
Yes, it does.
Right. So tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so I studied in university. I went to an international university in Kenya, Communication University. It's one of the best, thank God. Like, I am blessed and I'm been very privileged in that, and I don't take it for granted. Most people who leave Daystar University end up in the biggest media houses in Kenya. Now, I did a double major in public relations and electronic media, so I might have ended up in radio or TV, but I ended up in PR for one reason or another. Life led me down that path, so I took it. And again, coming to the US and becoming self-employed, I had to learn a few things and hone my skills, So I had to mix up some marketing, some social media management. And in learning these things for my clients, I learned them for me. So an opportunity came around, and I came out of I had gone on a long hiatus where I stopped doing everything I loved to do. I lost myself as a person, and now I'm just finding myself again. So I started doing the photography, doing the photo shoots. I was like, I need a platform to share these things. What do I do? So I got an Instagram account, which I was fighting tooth and nail from the get-go. I'm like, why do I need an Instagram? What am I going to post? now I'm not lacking content.
Right.
You know, Facebook, I used my personal page to share, like, I'll do something on the piano, post it. People are like, you know what? You should totally upload that. I'm like, no. So I can make myself a mockery for the whole world. No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my YouTube channel, same thing. It was recommendations from friends and family. Okay, you should start a YouTube channel. No. You should, please. You have so much to talk about, so much to share. It took a lot of convincing, and then I did it finally.
Right.
You know, it's kind of stuff that's kind of happened to me, if you will.
Right.
And I'm so glad. TikTok was kind of on a whim. I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know what it was for, because again, I'm a millennial. It's not my platform. I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
MySpace was my platform, you
Right.
know. And Facebook, TikTok is a new world. But I learned how to do it. As I duetting people, I was like, oh, this can be a platform to spread awareness, teach people, you know, be an activist and show people that, you know what, you can count on me. You need me to spread the word, let me know. Mm-hmm. And then literally between March and now, it grew. It multiplied. It almost like overnight. It was crazy. I went from 500 followers to 20-something thousand.
Yeah, you currently have 29,700 plus followers compared to your Instagram where you're at 4,300. 4,300. What would you say is the thing that kind of made that happen?
I honestly am not sure about it. I think so. As you know, the Black Lives Matter movement was reactivated with the death of George Floyd. Rest in peace.
And Breonna Taylor.
And Breonna Taylor and all those, and even Breonna's case was reopened because of George Floyd and what happened to him. So it brought this limelight into the movement. And I think TikTok was favoring, the algorithm was favoring that aspect.
It
and
was
because
popular.
I'm an activist, right? It was, quote unquote popular, exactly. It was trending.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to feel about that, but anyway. So I guess because of that and because of my stand, you know how I am, I'm going to stand out there. I usually had videos where I was crying, not for views, but because of how I'm like, this pains me this much. I wish you guys could understand how deeply this hurts, you know?
Yes.
For someone to, and I've lost a child. I know that was not part of the conversation, but so I understand what child loss is like. So I'm like, George was someone's son. Yeah. Brianna was someone's daughter. Like, I know. So as a parent, leave alone whether I'm black or white, I can feel that pain.
Yeah.
You know, and my followers are like, you know what, yes, we need to do better. How can you be an ally? This. Mm-hmm. So that, I think, is the time it kind of really multiplied. And then from there, it's just been because of what I'm sharing about Africa, African education, African history, African geography.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, she has something to say. I'm going to follow her.
Right.
Yeah.
Please do go and follow Wakenya. She's at Kenyan_hippie on all your social media?
Should be most of them. Instagram and TikTok. YouTube is also just Kenyan hippie. I guess I could send you the links and you could post them under the Facebook post. I don't know.
Yes, we could do that.
Right.
And what about Twitter? Are you on the Twitters?
Yes, my Twitter account is in a very sad state right now. It has been abandoned for a long time.
Okay.
So if they want to follow it, they're okay too. Same handle at Kenyan_hippie, but it's pretty sad in there. So yeah.
Well, it's a different media for a different time. I mean, it's
that's true.
It is the written equivalent of TikTok, I find.
Right.
So you have 140 or 180 characters to say something.
To communicate something, it's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with us and taking the time. I know you have a busy schedule ahead of you, but I'm really, really glad that you took some time to come and talk with us this evening.
Oh, I appreciate you inviting me. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. So we've been talking to Wakenya, who is a Kenyan woman who is in the States and is a multifaceted artist and woman and entrepreneur and just everything. Please go follow her at Kenyan_hippie. Thank you very much for listening. We're going to have another guest on next week, Tuesday, to talk about them. You've been listening to Soul Perspectives. Thank you so much for listening. This is CKUT 90.3 FM.